Sparks in the software flash the message. Something's out there, floating in the summer sky.
Here we go. Wait till it starts. Here we go.
You are listening to the Sports Bar on Talksport with myself, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. Belgium and Germany are out of the World Cup. You want to have your say on it? 03 717 22 3344. A World Cup of shots. Can England go all the way? We are looking like we are not. No Denmark, no Belgium, no Germany. It's coming home. Get on board. It's coming home. Jason, just before we go to the calls, the goal, the Japan goal, the ball over the line, there's been a lot of talk about it, a lot of controversy, and whether it was in or out. What? Give me your take.
Well, the ball didn't go out. That's what's said, because the whole of the ball has got to be over the whole of the line, and because the ball is round.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is it? You sure?
Sphere. It's sphere. You can
Talksport.
You can actually see when the ball hits the grass. You can see that there is grass between the ball and the line. But because the ball is round,
Talksport breaking news.
What you don't see is the ball actually over the other side a little bit. All it's got to do is touch a millimetre of the white line. That means the ball has not crossed the line. So here's an example. If that was goal line technology, the goal would not be given, because the whole of the ball is not over the whole of the line.
You sure?
And we don't know, but you've got to go with the on-field decision.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone crying or moaning. The decision was made. Suck it up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a goal. And Japan deserve to go through the performances they have put in. What a tournament they are having. They're going to be proud of themselves tonight, that's for sure. But let's go to Alex, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Alex?
All right, lads, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good show as always, guys.
Thank you. Go on, what do you want to say?
Well, I want to say a couple of things. One of them might sound a little bit controversial, but one of them I reckon you might agree with me. Agree with me on. Let me get my word out. That German efficiency we associated with the side for decades, mate, that disappeared some years ago. They're no longer that kind of Germany. This era of mediocrity, I reckon, began after 2016, and I'm wondering where their next generation of talent is coming from, because they are miles away from that 2014 side, miles away. And I reckon Musiala is only papering over the cracks. Look, they have a history of players who always took the ball by the horns, even if they weren't exactly household name kind of players. They had like a mentality about them. I don't see that anymore. They've become almost like any other European side. They lack an edge, and not having a world-class striker, something they were famed for having for years, hasn't helped them either. That's the first
I mean, look, Thomas Muller starts a game. Kai Havertz comes on, scores 2 goals. I mean, you can't say that. I mean, these Manuel Neuer in goal, Rudiger.
He was poor today,
Goretzka, Gundogan, Musiala for me is an absolute generational talent. What we're going to see with him, he's unbelievable. And Sane. I think it's a good side, Alex. It's a good side.
It is a good side, but Alex makes a brilliant point about no striker. There's no focal point to their attack. I saw all their games against Japan. They should have been 2 or 3 up at half time. Yeah. Right? Should have been. And they didn't take the chances. And Japan come back and they managed somehow to get a 2-1 win, which was a shock to the system. So, okay, now we've been found wanting. Let's make sure that if that happens again, we do not make the same mistakes. First half against Spain, I thought Spain were good. Germany actually deserved a point, so that was a fair result. I watched the game today. Same thing, exactly the same thing against Costa Rica. Germany first half were good, had chances. If they'd been 2 or 3 up at half time, no one would have said a word. The problem they've got is they're a good side. They don't have a central. They don't have that focal point. They don't have a Klinsmann. They don't have a Müller. They don't have that player. Well, certainly Müller back in the day. They really do lack. They're a good side, but they lack that killer's instinct in front of goal. They've only scored 4 goals in 3 games. Yet they could have had double figures. There's the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex, go on.
Go on. Yeah, another. Yeah, exactly. I think that German efficiency that we associated with them for decades, I think would have seen them through. That German efficiency. Wow, it's Germany. When Lineker says on TV, it's the German. It's nobody cares anymore. No. People are looking at going, well, it's Germany, yeah, but actually, we've got a chance to do it.
Hansi Flick, the manager. I mean, he's one of the best managers in the world. He's coming under.
He's gone, mate. He's gone. He's gone.
You can't sack him.
He has to go.
I don't think you can sack him. You can't sack Hansi Flick.
They finished behind Japan. That is unacceptable. If that was Gareth Southgate, what do you do?
Yeah, Southgate's gone, but Hansi Flick at club level,
Martinez has gone.
He's won everything. He's been one of the best managers.
I don't care. This is underachieving by some distance, and they should have done. I feel a bit sorry for him because, like I said, in the games that I saw, and I've seen all of them, they should have won 2 of those, and they ended up drawing. They lost to Japan and drew the other. They should have beat Japan. Japan should have been nowhere near it. Credit to them, by the way.
Gone through top.
No. I'm saying credit to them because they went 1-0 down to Germany and 1-2-1. 1-0 down to Spain and 1-2-1. Credit. I don't want to take it away, but actually Germany should have been out of sight. They could have been 2 or 3 up at half time.
Okay, Alex, thanks for your call. Let's go to Marcus, who is a Chelsea and Germany fan. Marcus, good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Oh, come on. Marcus, we're sorry, mate. We ain't got no control over that.
It's nothing to
us. It's a disaster. Can we please stop experimenting with the lineup? I think Hansi Flick made again a mistake. We should, like Jason said, we missed a clinical striker, and we had maybe the opportunity with Füllkrug, and he should have started like the Bayern play as well. You have all the offensive players from the Bayern, and just put this guy in the center up front, and that's it. And I think the players would be more relaxed, knowing the patterns they play anyway at Bayern, and that's it. And in the defensive block, we are very weak, except Rüdiger, who is really good. The other players lack, confidence and the level to compete in this competition.
Marcus, the previous caller, Alex, said you're not an efficient nation now. You know, the teams that you've had in the past, people are not scared of Germany anymore. Do you agree with that, or do you think these players just haven't produced in this World Cup? I mean, the manager as well, Hansi Flick, for me, he's one of my favourite managers in terms of the way he plays and what he's done at Bayern Munich. He could get the sack.
I think the whole team lacks the typical German mentality we had years before. And that's what I think when I saw them today playing, when they lead 1-0, they gave so many chances and opportunities to Costa Rica again to come back into this game. And that's something we didn't do in the past. So I don't know. The efficiency, of course, is a huge problem. I think it's important more because all the offensive players, nearly all of them belong to Bayern Munich. And I think they lack this pattern. Maybe they play in their domestic team, so that's something they should have, I think, tried to do.
Marcus, question for you: Bayern Munich's dominance of the league, is it hampering this German team? They've won it now 10 years in a row. Not much competition in Germany.
Yes, I think that's for sure a reason that there is not a huge competition, because only through competition you will get better and maybe find as well other players for the national team to compete in. Like we have Füllkrug now from Werder Bremen, who made a sensational career or has a fantastic year currently, and I think he should have played up front from the after the Spain game. Unfortunately, he did not start today. Yes, we beat Costa Rica by 2 goals, but in the end, like Jason said, we had the opportunities in the 2 games before and we didn't make it.
Hansi Flick, does he get the sack?
I saw him in the interview. He said he wants to continue, and I hope one day that actually Jurgen Klopp can take over the team.
Thomas Tuchel's available now. I just wonder, is that something that it might be a bit early for him, but Hansi Flick is...
Hansi Flick, Jace.
I don't know.
One of the best managers in the world.
Well, I think the only coach who can bring in the mentality back is Jurgen Klopp, in my opinion.
Well, he's not leaving Liverpool anytime soon, I can see. You look at the ones that are available. Tuchel must be sitting there thinking...
Would Jurgen Klopp leave? Take over Germany?
No, not yet. Not yet. One day that may well be...
Why not yet? I mean, because the club's up for sale. You know, they're not competing for the title this season.
I would have thought
if they had a phone call and said, Jurgen, do you fancy it?
Well, maybe at the end of the season that might happen, but right now I don't see that. Tuchel's available. There's no compensation. There's no getting out of a contract. I don't see Klopp leaving Liverpool. Not now. One day he may well have his eyes on that prize. Right now I don't see it.
Okay. All right, Marcus, brilliant. Thanks for your call. Really appreciate it. If you're a Germany or Belgium fan, you can have your say, but they are out of the World Cup. Does Gareth Southgate deserve a little bit more credit for what he's done with England getting out of this group as well? 03 717 22 33 44.